So this is usually not something I do, but I just have this theory just living rent free in my mind. We all know Paimon, the cute little fairy that like helps us. Also, if anyone puts Paimon slander, their comment is getting banned. But I just recently thought, let's look at Paimon for a sec. Her design and everything looks so familiar, like someone we know. It's similar to the unknown god. Let's look at it. Let's. I'm trying to put a perfect, so here we go, I guess. So the same golden things as her. Look, the only thing that is not missing is the crown. But what could this truly do mean? Even this picture says it. She has the same black airplanes and everything else. Her design also fits it. Also, the unknown god seems to be a pretty powerful figure in Genshin Impact. I'm not saying that Paimon is the unknown god, there's a lot of theories about that. But I do want to talk about a theory of mine. As you all know, all the archons are based off a demonology book, and Paimon is based on a demon as well, the one that you see, or also known as King Paimon, Lucifer's right hand man. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, my theory is that what if Paimon was truly the original god of Celestia? Celestia being the land of the gods where the archons of Genshin Impact come from. So, what if Paimon was the original god, like before the seven archons, before the archon wars even happened? Like, theory is that before the archon war happened, all the gods were there were a lot of gods like we know from like Osiel, like people like that. So, what if there were more than just these gods? What if gods were allowed in Celestia? What if archons didn't exist? So my theory is that someone from Celestia, maybe the current god of Celestia, decided to betray Paimon. So, what she did was probably steal the powers and maybe some of her memories. This could actually explain why Paimon is like this. And then, there's her attraction to food and Mora. Those seems like things that she probably got when a lot. And then there's the mysterious power she has in game. If we all know about Paimon, we know that she can basically freeze time. She's the only one there. And she is probably older than the Traveler and anyone combined. This could actually explain a lot of things of why Celestia is so messed up. If you remember from the manga, let me pull up something from the manga right about now. As you can see here, when Venti was talking to Vanessa, there's these three mysterious figures. That still makes it look like the new Archon is trying to hide something. It seems like it to me, like the new god of Celestia. What if this was never the thing? And things like this recently, or happened after Paimon's sealment. Let's think about it. Only Archons can assume us. Zhongli's Japanese line of, well, you know how Zhongli says the line about this is the word put on the natural order of mind by the gods? Well, that also translates to the heavenly principle, that in Genshin Impact means Celestia. And Celestia seems to be getting scarily close to Snezhnaya, and we all know what the Fatuis are doing. So, what if the Fatuis are trying to uncover some sort of secret, like a former world? And we know from the Travelers, it's like we know that they're from another world. And as we all know, the unknown god sealed our sister, well, depending on who you chose. I chose Ether. Away. And after the fight, they destroyed a pillar. This pillar over here. But from the opening cutscene, if you guys remember, when we fought the unknown god, we can't destroy the pillar. So what if Paimon was sealed in this pillar over here, and boom, it landed, but it didn't completely free her. It was after Ether or Lumine got released from their slumber that the seal completely broke due to whatever little power they had, allowing them to free Paimon by accident. And we know there were the gods, and oh boy, this is a big theory, isn't it? So this is my theory, or the brief summary. Paimon was the original god of Celestia. Back then was probably normal and peaceful. After that, Celestia was overtaken by someone, maybe her closest follower, the unknown god, who knows, maybe a sister, we completely don't know, was then forced to have a vow of silence to make sure that this didn't happen. After that, making sure no one find out about the old god, Paimon, the new god decided to start the Archon War, eliminating any god that truly knew of it existence. This caused the seven archons to be created, and to keep them in control, she created two tree gods, and also she's called a Night Mother in one of the books of Genshin Impact. I don't clearly remember which one, but I remember she was called that. Called that, and I'm like, damn, this is my theory, and I believe Paimon may be the real god. And who knows? We all know what happened to Kanvia. Maybe they got too close to the truth. Yeah, that's my theory. Remember, this is only a theory. This is not fact or canon. I had this theory for like a week or two in my mind. Just had to share this with people.